So page 50, question number 10, it says that the pilot wants to end up south 20 degrees east, right? So that's going to be the resultant. That's where they want to end up, which you drew. So I'm going to put that there. And then this angle is 20, right? Okay. And the average airspeed of the plane is 520, which is different from the resultant ground speed, right? So that's the speed it can fly in no wind resistance. And the wind is coming from the north 80 degrees east. So the wind is coming like that, right? Yeah. So then we're going to have to fly out somewhere in this direction. So if the wind pushes me onto the resultant. Yeah. Make sense? Okay. So I'm going to have to fly out something like that, so that the wind, so I'm just drawing a north-east line again, just to give me some direction. The wind is from the north 80 degrees to the east, so sometimes it's beneficial, like that. Okay, and then that right there is 80 degrees, right? Does that make sense? Yeah. And then we know that the speed of the wind is 46. And we know, and I forgot to label the airspeed, which is 520. Okay, so the first question is, what direction should the pilot steer? So really what we want to figure out is that angle up here. Yeah. Like there. So to figure out that angle, we need the side opposite, which we have, right? And then we need another side we know, and the side opposite that. Okay, so pretty much I need to figure out this angle right here. This guy right there? Okay. Now to figure out that one, at the end, I'm going to draw myself another east-west line. Okay. So the angle here, this is 80, right? So the angle opposite it, this guy here is also 80. And because of the Z pattern, that would be 80, right? And because of the Z pattern over here, that angle would be
20.
20. So then this whole angle is going to be, right, does that make sense? Okay, so now that we have the information, we can just go the sine of theta over 46 is equal to the sine of 100 over 520. And then I can isolate sine theta, 46 times the sine of 100 over 520. Inverse sine of 46 sine 100 that works. Okay, so it's essentially 5 degrees, right? Okay, so I just want to make sure I did that right, because I forgot to put a bracket in. So bracket 46 sine 100 bracket divided by 20 bracket. Yeah. Okay. So then the angle at which the person flying the plane is going to have to head out is going to be 20 plus 5, which is 25. So it's going to be south 25 degrees to the east. That's question A. Right? And then question B, what is the airplane's ground speed? So this is where you have to figure out the red one, right? The resultant. And to figure out that, you can also, because you have a bunch of different angles in here now, you don't have to use cosine law, you can use the sine law, right? So the resultant over the angle across from it, because you know this is 100, you know up here is 5, so that has to be 75, right? The sine of 75 is equal to, pick a side that you know, 520 over the sine of 100. And then figure out what R would be. So it would be 520 sine 75 divided by sine 100. So it looks like 510. Okay, so it looks like it's...
I know that was good because I was just off by like 3 or 4 right there.
So that's good?